Listen up. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast belong solely to the podcast participants, and not to any participant's employer, organization, committee, or other group or individual. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. You know, for fun. So lighten up and enjoy. Stomping Jen.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Hi.
Can you see me?
I can see you.
I made you move so you could see me.
I can see you.
Because we don't have a guest tonight. It's just you and me. So I said you have to move so you can look at me when we talk.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
And then what
Get
did you...
out the way, bitch. Get out the
And
way.
then what did... You didn't say that. Then what did you say?
What?
You said I was your favorite thing to look at.
It's true.
That's a lie.
That's not true. It's true.
All right. Well, we don't have a guest, so let's just do this show.
All right.
The Soft Serve Podcast. Creamy, delicious ideas without the creepy truck. I'm not singing today.
Oh, thank God.
Really? You don't like my singing?
I do.
Then why did you just say thank God?
Because you always do it. It's a treat if you do it once in a blue moon.
A treat.
But if you do it every time,
Huh.
it's kind of tiresome.
So it doesn't become a thing if I keep doing it? I was kind of hoping it would be a thing.
Yep.
Like you would look forward to it.
No.
But that's not the case, is it?
No, the opposite of that is the truth.
Oh.
Take that.
You get sick
flip
of it after a while?
Reverse.
I was trying to think of what we could call this show, like what our theme is. We don't have a guest. I didn't really prepare an agenda.
I have a thing that just happened.
What?
I was trying to be cutesy in a group text
Yeah.
with 3 other individuals. And so I was trying to say hi, and I was like, how's it going, Bill and Ted?
Okay.
And they were all confused.
They didn't get the reference?
They didn't understand.
How old are these people?
40, 34, and 21.
34, 40, and 21?
Yeah.
How old are you?
44.
Okay, so you're the oldest person in the group?
Yeah.
And you don't think they got the reference?
No, they just didn't understand that I was just trying to say hi.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, because they were like, we're 3 people, and you said it was 2 people when I tried to explain what I was trying to. I don't know. It fell flat. Didn't go very well.
Well, that's what Bill and Ted say, right?
Yeah. How's it going, Bill and Ted? They say, how's it going to everybody?
Well, they don't say that no, they say, how's it going, Bill and Ted, in Bill and Ted's bogus journey.
Yeah.
When they
come back as evil robots.
Confront the evil Bill and Teds.
I know.
Which they refer to as the evil us's.
Yes. Are you just trying to show off your trivia knowledge, your movie trivia knowledge?
Oh, I have deeper Bill and Ted knowledge than you do.
Oh, you want to go?
I do want to go. Let's
All right.
go.
All right.
I'm not turning this into the Bill and Ted trivia show.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, it's the deep, dark winter show. Mm-hmm. The deep, cold winter show.
Yeah.
It's fucking February.
Well, how are we navigating the deep, dark winters thus far?
I'm starting to get depressed.
Are you? I'm feeling reemerged. I was in a little bit of a depression after the cruise and the COVID.
What's reemerging you? What does that mean?
I'm re-engaging with life.
I'm disengaging from life.
No, you're not.
I am.
Why?
I woke up the other morning. I swung my legs out of bed. I have to get out of bed a special way because my back hurts. So I roll over on my side.
And I kick you off the bed.
If you want me to be in traction, that's a good idea. Do you want me to be in traction?
No.
Right, because
I was making a joke, but that's okay. Obviously, nobody finds me very funny tonight.
Leave the humor to me.
It's fine. I won't say a word.
No, you're funny. Funny looking.
Oh,
No.
boy.
Anyways, I have to get out of bed a special way because my back issues.
Yes, tell us about how old
So,
you
I have to roll onto my side.
Mhm.
Then I have to, sit up swing my legs out of bed, then sit up very carefully. Right? And then I usually turn to my left and look out the window. And you know what I saw the other morning? Gray. It was gray with fog everywhere. And I was like, oh, fuck, really?
No color anywhere, right?
No color anywhere.
Yeah, you remarked upon that
Right?
that morning.
I did remark upon it. And it made me feel, do I have to get through this day somehow? I mean, I got through it.
You should have took a mental health day.
I'm too busy for that.
That's why it's called Mental Health Day.
I feel like people look down upon you if you take a mental health day.
Why? Sometimes you just need one.
I feel like they look down on you at work if you do it.
That's what's wrong with our society. What was that meme I found? Did I send that to you?
What? Only pussies take mental health days? Memes?
No, about how we have chosen as a society, instead of just laying around on the ocean and eating fruit and doing nothing and taking advantage of the beauty around us at all times, we chose taxes and working and...
Did you not read Animal Farm? By George Orwell?
This is not the Animal Farm trivia.
The point is, right, to lay around on the beach and do nothing and just chill, right? You have to have...
That's capitalism.
access to resources, right?
But what if everybody just worked together and shared? That's socialism.
I will point you back to George Orwell's Animal Farm.
What was that?
Animal Farm. I'm having trouble speaking. I think I'm probably getting a migraine. In that book, they start out okay. That's their goal, right? All animals are equal. Mm-hmm. But by the end, the motto changes to some animals are more equal than others. But anyways, the point is, even if we want to do that really bad, just hang out on the beach all day and play and snap towels on our behinds and run around and play grab ass all day. Eventually, somebody's going to accumulate more resources than somebody else, and people are going to become disenfranchised inside of the social system. It always happens.
That's so sad.
I might just be making that up because I don't know shit.
Oh.
I'm not an anthropologist, so if I'm wrong about that...
Please let us know.
No, don't let me know. Just move along.
You live your life and...
Yeah, live your life. Realize I'm an asshole and I don't know anything, and just move along. That's all. So you would like to do that? Just play on the beach all day? Lord of the Flies, the conch. Remember the conch?
Yes, I remember the conch.
Remember Piggy?
I do.
Remember what happened there?
Yes, I do remember what happened there.
They tried to play on the beach. The fucking conch. Everybody zeroed in on the conch. Right? What's a conch?
You're a conch.
That's a shell, right?
Yes, it's a shell.
I think you can eat whatever inside of that.
Yes, they do. The conch is the animal that goes inside the shell.
What's the shell called?
The conch shell.
Why do they just call it the conch?
Because the conch is the animal.
Right, but they were fighting over the shell. Why didn't they say the shell?
Because they were trying to describe what kind of a shell it was.
We should rewatch that. The 90s remake of The Lord of the Flies is excellent.
With Balthazar Getty in it.
What's a Balthazar Getty?
He is the guy, the protagonist in the...
Is protagonist good or bad?
He's like, I don't know if any of them
Is
are
he
good.
Peggy?
No, he's not Peggy. He's like the kid, like the main...
Oh.
I forget their
Mike?
Mike, maybe.
Is Mike one of the kids?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
Seems like Mike might be one of the kids. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, so...
How did we get on the beach? I was complaining about
the deep, dark winter.
Yeah. The deep, cold winter. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. It's like, and then, everybody's like doing winter sports now. That gets me depressed because I'm not really a winter sporty person.
Well, we did do a winter sport the other day.
I
Last
know.
weekend we went snowshoeing.
We did this.
That was fun.
It was fun. It's like the mental block of getting out
Yeah.
into the cold.
You don't like the cold.
No.
Yeah, but we went out there.
And
We
it
drove
wasn't bad.
to a local area around here. What's that place called? Foley Field in Belchertown, Massachusetts. And there's a trail. Yeah, a trail that goes up into some kind of conservation land we hiked up into.
Yep.
It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
The snowshoes worked, actually. I was quite impressed with them. Because there were some points where I think I was going through some drifts that were, 2 feet deep. And I only sunk like 6 inches into the drift.
The drift.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I like being out in the cold. Once I got out there, I really enjoyed myself.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's the mental block of getting out there.
Yeah.
That's the hard part for me anyway.
Yeah. And then we were with some people this weekend who are skiers. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about skiing and how I used to ski a lot.
Yeah. But you have no desire anymore.
No. I'm too cautious now. It feels like a younger person's sport to me. I don't know.
Lots of people, all ages.
Like if you said to me, I'll do all the work. We'll go. Like just get in the car. You don't have to think about anything. I'll have a warm jacket for you. I'll have all the right equipment and gear, and I'll buy your lift ticket.
I don't see, like, I'm so clueless about skiing.
Oh, it's the worst part is like hauling the gear, all of that shit. And then like you get out there, at least when I used to ski like 20, 30 years ago, it was a lot colder. It was fucking cold as hell, and you'd freeze your balls off on the ski lifts. And, if you were lucky, you got 15, 20 runs in a day. And, most of it is just like waiting in line, riding up the ski lifts, and being cold. That's what I remember a lot of.
You're making it sound very appealing.
Yeah, again, but when you're a kid, that shit doesn't bother you as much.
Yeah. I asked Ted if he wanted to go. He had no interest.
And I think about how much more the cold bothers me now than when I was a kid.
But you just said the cold doesn't bother you.
That's not what I said. I said once I get out there, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But the adjustment period is difficult for me. I don't like it.
Interesting.
Anyways, I'm much more sensitive to cold now, I guess. I wear jackets now. I don't leave without gloves, a hat, because I know I'm going to get cold. I think that's just what happens when you get older. Yeah, but...
Your blood gets thinner.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to deal with the winter. Trying to deal with it.
Well, before we know it, it'll be June. And then before we know it, it'll be fall.
Yeah.
The years just keep going.
I did notice today the light seemed brighter.
Yeah.
Like,
it's getting darker later.
Well, yeah, like... It's obvious to me spring is coming.
Yeah.
It's not just that it's getting...
The birds are chirping outside.
Yeah, it's not just that it's getting darker later. It's the color temperature of the light is changing.
Yeah.
It's, wherever we are in the freaking cycle around the sun, it's starting to become noticeable.
Yeah.
That it's brighter, which is nice. That actually, I kind of paused for a moment today and I kind of registered that and it felt good about it.
Yeah.
But still, it was a tough fall with this COVID.
Yeah.
Getting COVID, getting the Omicron, well, that was our fault for traveling.
Well.
But, man, this is like my 3rd round of fucking COVID exhaustion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's weird.
I want it to be over.
This, last 2 weeks, I feel like it's very prevalent for lots of people still, but, I have not heard much talk about COVID in the last, 2 weeks.
What do you mean?
Like, it used to be like everybody was like, oh, did you look at the COVID numbers? It's just like a topic of conversation at everybody's like forefront. And I feel like it took a backseat these last 2 weeks.
Do you think people are just pushing it out of their minds and trying to ignore it? Like whistle past the graveyard and get over this?
I really don't know. It's weird. No, it is weird. It feels like a real shift, but I don't know if it's like really, truly like crossed that threshold into being endemic or, I really don't know what the deal is.
Huh.
Fake news.
Well, everybody says it's going to be endemic, that we're going to have to live with it.
Right.
Wrong.
That's for sure.
Yeah, but have we crossed over that threshold between pan and N?
I don't know. I'm not an epidemiologist.
Neither am I.
Or a virologist. I don't know anything about this shit.
We're going to get kicked off Spotify.
Oh. No, we're not making any false claims.
I'm just kidding. I'm making a bad pop culture reference.
Yeah, our podcast is on Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it off either. What do you think about that?
Come on, man.
I don't know who's listening to us on any of these mediums, so...
A lot of people listen to us on Spotify.
Okay.
Believe it or not. It's our second biggest platform. Apple Music is number one, then Spotify, then Podbean, which is our host. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 So I'm not taking it off of Spotify.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, I feel more energetic in these last couple of weeks. I had some...
How does that energy manifest itself?
So I did some more getting ready for my art show. In fact, last weekend...
You have an art show coming up?
I do.
Did you mention it on here yet?
I don't know.
Can I interview you as an artist?
I don't know how interesting that would be for anybody.
What do you mean?
I mean, you can if you want. But I'm very excited because I pulled it all together and now I pulled the actual pieces together and now I have to do some reflection and really processing it and placing it. And
what kind of reflection? What do you mean?
Well,
I don't want to interview you. I'll interview you later about it.
No, that's fine.
So you're working on an art show. When will this art show be?
June 1st to July 1st.
Where?
At what's the name of the gallery? 50 Artist Gallery or something.
You don't even know where it's going to be?
It's in Eastworks. I just forget the name of the gallery.
That's not good.
It's 50. Can you look it up? You have your phone right there.
Here, you look it up. Here's my phone. I don't want to say the wrong thing and get yelled at.
It's in
You know what I mean?
Eastworks. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't want to get yelled at for saying the wrong thing.
Why would you... I don't know what anything is on your phone.
Safari is on the bottom.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm looking for.
Facebook is on the second page in a folder called Social.
I got it.
Stomping Jen has my phone. She's scrolling through it awkwardly looking for something.
I got it. 50 Arrow Gallery.
50 Arrow Gallery.
50 Arrow Gallery.
In East Hampton, Massachusetts.
Yes.
Is that in the Eastworks building?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that is where your show is going to be?
Yes.
How many pieces will be in your show?
I have 15 that I have curated out of some newer pieces.
How many are new pieces? How many are old pieces?
It's 2/3 new.
Okay.
Basically. And then I actually did some more work collaging.
What do you mean?
This past weekend.
Not for the show?
Not for the show, because I've already set aside what I want to do for the show. These are just like... We did that. We did an interview with somebody, and it made me feel like I should put a little bit more devoted time to sitting down and doing some work.
Okay.
Here and there when I have some time.
All right. Well, I'll interview you as an artist later.
Sure. Oh, the other thing that's been helping me re-engage with life.
What?
Is making mixtapes.
What?
I mean playlists. They're not mixtapes.
Oh, on the Apple Music?
Yeah.
What kind of lists are you making?
I made an 80s mix.
Okay.
I made a covers mix.
Okay. Are you sharing these with people?
I shared them with you.
I didn't get them.
I shared you my mix.
Part of sharing something with somebody is they have to know they're getting it. I didn't get it.
I sent you one last weekend.
I did not get it.
I don't believe it. Give me back your phone.
No. Did you just send it to me like in a text?
Yeah.
Oh, I ignore all of that stuff.
Thanks. I'm glad that you pay attention.
I look at those things and I try to process them, and I don't usually click on them.
Well, that's your problem.
I have too much information coming in. You don't just skip stuff? You don't just...
Your wife.
You don't just sometimes skip things? Like when people send them to you?
If you send me something, I look at it.
Oh, I don't believe that at all.
Oh, you should, because I do.
Okay. All right, so you're making mixtapes. What else are you doing?
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
I yelled at my children to make plans.
Yeah, and they made plans. We're recording this on a Sunday. You yelled at Space Unicorn on a Saturday, yesterday, to make plans, and they did.
Yep.
They pulled together a ice skating, what do you call that, date with 2 other friends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to call it. An event?
Just
get-together?
A get-together.
Ice skating get-together?
Ice skating adventure.
An ice skating occasion? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At the Mullins Center at UMass Amherst.
Yep.
It was mobbed.
It was terribly mobbed.
There were so many people there. And so I dropped you off. You went in and you got the people, the little people, the 3 little people on the ice and all situated. And then I went to Target and I went shopping for some other stuff. And I came back. I got you a flat white from Starbucks.
Thank you.
You made me get that for you.
Thank you.
I still don't know what the fuck a flat white is. Isn't it just a cappuccino? It's just like milk.
So they do different things with the milk. They either foam it or they steam it, or, some has different ratios of milk to espresso. If it's an espresso-based drink. Sometimes it's half and half. Sometimes it's like 3/4. Sometimes they have different amounts of espresso in it.
I don't know why they have to come up with these douchey names.
I don't think they came up.
Flat white is like the douchiest name for a drink I've ever heard.
Don't think it's like a Starbucks specific thing. I think it's just the name of a kind of drink.
Stomping Jen, are you enjoying your flat white?
I did enjoy my
and your avocado toast.
I did have avocado toast.
Yeah, I know.
That was yesterday.
You're like a Californian douche with your flat whites and your avocado toast.
Okay.
Anyways, I got you this flat white.
Yeah.
Don't you feel stupid drinking flat white?
No, I need to know what the ratio is.
I don't know. No, I need your attention.
It's my attention.
Anyways.
We're talking about a topic. Okay. We need more information.
We don't need any more information.
We 100% need more information.
All right, get up and get that iPad over there. It's charged enough.
Oh, is it charged enough?
Yeah, and you can look it up over there. I don't want to give you my phone. Here goes Stomping Jen. She's gonna make a shit ton of noise. It's plugged in. Be careful.
Why is it plugged in?
It's charging. There she goes. She's reaching across the podcast table. She's shaking the entire table. She's sitting back down. Now she's manhandling the microphone.
I don't know why you have to describe my every movement as though I'm a Mack truck.
Okay. Now sit back down and get your microphone back where it was, please. It's not good where it is.
Why is it not good?
Because I can barely hear you in my
I
headphones.
wasn't saying anything. That's why you didn't hear me.
Okay, so...
Uh-huh.
What did you find on this flat white?
It says no results for flat white. What am I in? I'm in... I don't fucking understand. Is your thing even on the internet?
Well, do you know how to use an Apple device? To make sure the Wi-Fi is on.
It has microfoam. It's comparable to a latte. But
Microfoam?
Come on, man.
A flat white is a coffee drink consisting of espresso with microfoam, steamed milk with small, fine bubbles, and a glossy or velvety consistency. It is comparable to a latte, but smaller in volume and with less microfoam. therefore having a higher proportion of coffee to milk, and milk that is more velvety in consistency, allowing the espresso to dominate the flavor while being supported by the milk. That is on Wikipedia. That is not on Starbucks. It's a real drink.
Okay, put that back down and sit back down. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Why?
Microfoam.
Come on, man.
There's no such thing as microfoam, first of all.
There is. I
No.
just read you all about a microfoam.
No.
It's in the same way that like Nitro Brew, they're like whatever.
No, there's absolutely no such thing as microfoam. It's a made-up thing by marketers. It doesn't exist. I don't believe it.
Well, if you took a latte and you took a flat white and you drank them,
Yeah.
then you could see the difference for yourself.
Anyways, I brought you this flat white, this stupid flat white thing. And I sat down next to you and I was looking out at the ice. And there were a couple hundred people out there, you think?
There was a lot of people out there.
Skating around, doing stuff. And I turned to you and I said, there's one person out there on the ice who is now the ice skating douche. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I said that to you. And you're like, who is it? I said, I'm not going to tell you. I said, I want you to study all of the people. And after you figure it out, you tell me.
This is how people...
What?
This is how... I know that you and I are meant for each other, by the way.
Right. So about 15 minutes pass. You turn to me and you go, it's that guy wearing black and the red skates. And I said, yep, that's the ice skating douche. There's this guy. Okay. I don't know who he was, but he's out there on the ice and it's like he's from a fucking Hans Christian Andersen novel. He's got his hands behind his back and he's like flying around the rink, weaving in and out of like kids and old people. And he was old himself, but like showing off, like twirling around and like just being a douche. There's no need for that display out there. What did you notice? Why did you zero in on him as the douche?
I just happened to notice him in the middle with like all the little kids that are like trying things out.
Yeah.
Like trying to skate backwards and like showing some other guy, or I don't even know if he was interacting with the other guy, but the other guy was like trying to skate backwards.
Yeah.
And he just had this like look of smugness on his face. I don't know how to describe.
Exactly.
I don't know how to describe it any further than that.
Yep.
And the weird thing is, like, I hadn't been looking really and examining, and I was like, how did you walk in here and, like, identify somebody on the rink as being a douche, like, immediately upon sitting down?
That's all I do.
And so I wasn't really paying attention,
Yeah.
but then after you said that, I saw this guy, and I was like, that must be the guy.
You know that's all I do. I walk into a room and I just examine people's behavior.
You're going to make people scared to talk and interact with you.
Why? It's all I mean, that was uncalled for anyways. Don't be a douche when you're ice skating. Just go out there and skate around. There's no need for that display of
it's not the Olympics.
Behavior. It's not the Olympics.
It's just a local public skate.
Yeah, that always happens, by the way, when something like the Olympics is happening, or the Tour de France,
People go ice skating,
or the marathon. People like to pretend like they're in those events. Like when the Tour de France is happening.
The Tour de what?
The Tour de France is happening. People get on their bikes and they ride around, and they get in those uniforms and they ride up and down hills and they act like they're in the Tour de France.
Maybe they're just cycling.
No, you see more of them when these events are happening.
Maybe they just happen to coincide with the season when you can bike.
No.
I think so.
No, people are trying to copy big events.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because there's cyclists all over the valley all the time.
There's more when the Tour de France happens. I noticed it. And even today, one of the people who met us at the rink was like, oh, the line is out the door. It's the longest I've ever seen it. It's because of the Winter Olympics. There were a multitude of douches on the ice pretending like they were in the Olympics. And that's got to stop.
I think it was just because the college kids were back. There was a lot of college kids.
They were all on the other side. They were watching the hockey game.
There was no hockey game.
Oh.
That line was for the public skate.
Oh, all of it?
Yeah.
That's because of the Winter Olympics is happening. Anyways, we shouldn't even talk about the Winter Olympics. But the other thing we did is we went out to eat this weekend for birthday dinner.
So fun to be out in a
for
restaurant.
Our friend Murray's Keeper.
Murray's mom.
I thought it's Murray's Keeper.
I don't know. Which one is it?
I don't know. Murray's mom is the wrong one that I call her. But anyways, it was her birthday, so we went out to dinner. We went to a place in Ware, Massachusetts, called Mexicali Grill. It was like Chi-Chi's.
It was like Chi-Chi's incarnated.
Remember Chi-Chi's?
It was like exactly like Chi-Chi's.
Chi-Chi's was this Mexican restaurant here in New England.
There was in New Jersey.
Oh, you had it in New Jersey too?
Yeah, we had it all over. We go to Chi-Chi's at least once a month.
It reminded me of that, but the food was much better. The
Do you
food
think
is
better?
It was better than I expected.
I was not very happy with my salad, even though I ate every little bite on my
Well, I always order soups at Mexican restaurants. I love soups, especially Mexican soups. They make really interesting soups. And I ordered this seafood soup, right? And the guy brings it out to me, puts it on the table, and it was a meatball soup. I look at it, I said, this is not what I ordered, right? And he looks at me. He's like, well, this is a soup. I said, okay, yes, this is soup, but it's not the soup I ordered. I wanted the seafood soup. So I send it back. And the guy sitting across from me is staring at me. And I was like, I probably shouldn't have done that. They're going to piss in my soup or something. He's like, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No.
Yeah. But I was like, why should I eat that fucking meatball soup? I didn't order a meatball soup. It had meatballs and pork in it.
That sounds delicious.
Yes, if I was in the mood for meatball and pork soup, that would have been good. But I wanted a seafood soup.
Okay.
Right? And there's a magnitude of difference between meatball soup and seafood soup that I could not get over. So I sent it back. Would you have done that?
I don't order soup at a Mexican restaurant.
And forget about whether you do or you don't, but would you send it back?
If it's not what I wanted?
Yeah.
Depends.
Right. I was nice about it.
Yeah.
But I was not going to eat that meatball soup.
Okay. Anyways, you got your soup.
Yeah, the seafood soup was delicious. It was really good.
Hopefully it was pea-free.
Maybe it was delicious because of the pea.
Maybe.
Anyways, so that was fun. I hadn't been out to eat for a while, but what I did observe is nobody was wearing masks. Not even pretending.
The servers were.
The people who worked there were wearing masks.
They might not have had a mask mandate.
Oh, no, they did. There was a sign on the door.
In where?
I thought there was a sign on the door.
I don't remember.
And if there wasn't a mask mandate, why would the servers be wearing it?
It could be a self-imposed mask mandate.
Every single server, every single employee was wearing a mask.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that's because of Board of Health stuff, because there's a mandate. But nobody was wearing a mask. And I wore a mask walking in.
But you did not wear a mask walking out.
And I looked around, and nobody was wearing them. I was like, what the fuck? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. But I've had the Omicron. I've had the Rona. Right?
Right?
I mean...
All right.
I don't know. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Anyways.
But it was good. The food was good. Then we went to... Murray's mom wanted to go bowling.
Candlepin bowling.
Candlepin
Not
bowling.
Not big ball bowling.
Right.
Candlepin bowling.
Right. And the place we were planning to go was closed.
Yes.
And then somebody Googled something and was like, oh, there's a bowling alley in the next town over in Palmer, Massachusetts.
Right.
So we're like, all right, we'll go check that out. Right? So we drove there, and it was the weirdest thing.
It was in the basement.
Well, so we're on this, like, just regular looking street. Like, there's a CVS across the street, a Dunkin' Donuts, and the side of the street this was on, there's just, like, these brick shop buildings.
Yeah, like a downtown area.
And then there's a stairwell that led downstairs, and there was a sign over it. This place was called
Diamond Junction.
Yeah, it was called
Diamond Junction.
Say it again.
Diamond Junction.
Diamond Junction bowling lanes. So we went down there.
It was a scene.
Walked down these steps, and there was like a full bowling alley down there.
It was awesome.
Yeah, candlepin bowling alley.
There's a bunch of kids. They were playing some
teens,
some rap music,
and they were bowling.
And bowling.
Then we bowled.
I was
terrible.
There was like a bar there.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I had a whole conversation with our friend April, the photographer April, who grew up in Palmer.
Okay.
And she said that was her hangout as a teen. And where the bar used to be, they would have bands play.
Oh, really?
That bar did not exist back when she was in high school.
Well, there's a bar there now.
And now there's a bar.
So people had some drinks. We were bowling, playing music.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I realized how much I suck at bowling.
You guys kept making me feel self-conscious about the way I was bowling.
Your form is off.
I don't bowl ever, really.
You're more like shot put the thing.
Well, because it's like candlepin. The balls are so small. I felt like I was playing skee ball.
But that's not what it is.
I understand, but
even in skee ball, you're supposed to roll it. You had this like weird sidearm throw. It was scary to watch because I didn't know where the ball was going to go. You either like slammed it down at your feet or pitched it like 10 feet out down the lane.
I don't know. Everybody made me feel very self-conscious about it.
Well, no, nobody made you feel self-conscious. You felt self-conscious, but people are trying to help you. You're supposed to roll it down the thing.
It wouldn't make it all the way down if I rolled it.
It would.
No.
It would.
I don't think so.
Anyways, I was not very good despite having better form than you. Maybe my form wasn't better. I at least rolled the thing, and I think I only got one spare, and only one other time I knocked 9 down. That was it. All the other times, it was either 0 to...
Yeah, I was doing fine until
5.
everybody started telling me my form was bad, and then I started sucking wind.
Yeah.
I was knocking pins down before then.
I guess if the guy who runs the place doesn't come over and tell you to knock it off, it's not bad.
See? Maybe your form was bad.
My form, I did shitty, I admit it.
Anyways, we had a fun time.
Yeah.
It was nice to be out.
Was it? I'm asking you.
Yes. It feels strange after not being out socially like that in like almost 3 years now.
What's strange about it?
Like literally the last time the week before the pandemic shut everything down, we went to a bowling alley.
Did we?
Yeah, for your birthday.
That was my birthday? Oh, March
Penn's.
5th, yeah.
We went to Penn's.
Holy shit. Was that 2 years ago? 2 years ago.
It was 20.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Right? What year are we in?
It's 22.
Right. So it was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. So is this what we do? Do we just re-engage with life?
I mean, yes.
I don't know what else to fucking do because, yeah, it felt good. It felt nice to be out.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. It felt... I don't want to get into it.
What?
Because I want to be sensitive to the people out there who are still struggling.
Yeah.
But like I'm struggling with this shit, like, and I want it to be over and done with, and I don't want to fucking think about it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm going to a concert in 2 weeks.
If it doesn't get canceled,
please don't.
What? You think I have the power to cancel the concert?
Don't. You're gonna jinx me.
You believe in jinxing?
Yes. Please don't.
Huh.
Don't.
What concert are you going to? Talk about it.
You want me to talk about it?
What? Tell us.
Is it on your agenda?
No.
We're going to see Tool. Don't.
All right. You're going to see Tool.
I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Taking,
you're going with some friends and you're going to have a good time.
So excited. I'm in this Tool group.
You're in a Tool group?
On Facebook.
Okay.
And so it's like this.
Have they canceled any of their current shows?
No.
Oh, so this won't get canceled then.
No. I mean, but they were out in the Southwest. They were in California, and they were in Vegas, and they were in Houston and Colorado, and so it's weird because I've been in this Tool group for a while, but like now that they're actually touring, like there's all this stuff I didn't really know that happened in this like fan base. Like there's like a limited edition of posters available at each concert. And like they sell out within like minutes apparently because there's only like 760 prints, and they throw confetti at some point. And your eyes are like, you're like, oh my god,
confetti. Yeah,
so the confetti pieces go together and they like form stuff like images.
So you're supposed to run around and collect this confetti?
We don't have floor tickets or anything, so I doubt.
To make images?
Like, people get, like, the things that they throw out there, like picks and, drumsticks. And
they throw picks and drumsticks at almost every concert.
It just feels like it's nice to hear people's experiences. People are sharing videos and photos, and, like, so it's just, like, it makes you feel excited.
Okay. You're excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah. Stop placating me.
I'm going to be excited for you right here from the comfort of our home.
Ugh.
I've got to entertain the space unicorn while you go off and have a great time.
I'm excited.
Yeah. That's fun. Speaking of jinxing.
Stop.
No, I got to bring something up. So I'm a little worried, actually. I want to talk about something. So on the podcast table here is a statue that I purchased, right? Mm-hmm. Let me set this scene.
Oh my God. This is like the worst music.
It is a statue of Baphomet. Baphomet is a figure that has wings, like angel wings, a kind of a androgynous body, so boobs, the head of a goat, right, and is adorned with a caduceus as well, right, and it's kind of I don't know what it's a symbol for, but it's used in the Church of Satan.
So you purchased this thing, you have no idea what its significance is.
No idea.
But just like the visual
I love the visual
of it.
I love the statue. Right?
You should really know what it is.
And I've always loved the Baphomet image, right? And there's one I really like from the Satanic Temple in Salem, right? That has two children at the knees of Baphomet looking up at him. And
it's a little creepy.
Well, these folks made this statue, and threatened to put it in different places across the country where they wanted to erect Christian monuments.
Okay.
Right? Because they are a religion just like Christianity or any other religion. So there's been all sorts of uproar about the Baphomet statue. Now, let me get to my point. To your point, I should know what this thing is, right?
Uh-huh.
And I got this Baphomet statue last week.
Yes.
And I put it into the podcast studio, and I've been looking at it and walking by it. And then it occurred to me, right? What if demons and what if those things are real? What if having this thing here is going to channel spirits of some kind? And then today we took a nap.
Oh no.
Right? We went out after the ice skating and we came home and we took a nap, right?
Yes.
Got into bed. And then what happened?
You started screaming.
I started screaming, right?
Yeah.
And I was yelling, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you in my sleep, right?
Yeah.
And the dream I was having, I was being terrorized by an evil spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it has anything to do with this statue?
No.
No. Nothing at all?
No, turn off the music.
Okay. What do you think it has to do with?
You always have nightmares. It's not the first one you've had. It's not since the Baphomet has entered our lives.
So I don't have to get rid of this Baphomet?
No. So I will tell you what Baphomet
Tell me about Baphomet, please.
Has been associated with the sabbatic goat image.
Yeah.
Which contains binary elements representing the symbolization of the equilibrium of opposites. It's half human, half animal, male and female, good and evil.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a balance.
Well, what could be so bad about that?
The Baphomet represents a tradition that should result in a perfect social order.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Okay, well, maybe I'll be visited by a completely neutral spirit.
Yeah. It seems like pretty neutral.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting on a globe, too. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
You notice that?
It's sitting on a globe, yeah.
Yeah.
I did notice that.
Yeah, so anyways, I've got the statue.
It's cool.
Yeah. Honestly, I was hoping it would be a little more evil and nefarious than it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's just like one interpretation.
Oh, is there a more evil interpretation?
I'm just looking. It's also in Dungeons and Dragons.
No.
It's in Doom Patrol. Godzilla, King of Monsters.
Oh, okay. Well, before you crawl up my ass, I'm not a practicing Satanist, so
Yeah, you're not.
I just like the statue.
Yeah, you just like the imagery.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, it's not as fucking gruesome as a person being nailed on a cross, bleeding to death. Let's be honest.
It's true.
That's a hell of a lot more gruesome, right?
I don't know, more so. Just equally, if...
It's objectively more gruesome.
What?
A crucifix. The depiction, the depiction of the crucifix is of the crucifixion.
This creature is just sitting peacefully. It's not doing anything violent.
No, that's what I mean. The depiction of the crucifixion of Christ is objectively more gruesome than this. That's all.
There's no blood in this statue.
Unless you think goats, for some reason, are gruesome.
I mean, half goat, half man.
Yeah.
Half woman. Half...
Well, half goat, half human, half eagle.
Oh, because...
Can you have three halves of something?
No.
I failed geometry, so I don't know.
No.
Is geometry where you learn about halves?
No.
Where do you learn that?
I don't know.
Huh.
Division?
Division?
Fractions?
I don't know.
I'm like, I don't need that anymore. I have Excel to do all of my math for me.
Do you know about Control E, by the way?
All right.
It's a function in Excel somebody was posting about the other day.
What does it do?
Fuck if I know.
No, now I need to know. What does it do?
It's like a shortcut for a bunch of stuff. You have to Google it. It's really complex. No, don't Google it now.
Keep giving me things. I'm going to forget about it. I'm going to leave this room and I will not remember anything about Control E. I need to know.
Don't Google it now.
Don't tell me something and then not tell me what.
I don't think anybody wants to know about Control E.
I want to.
Yeah, another thing happened this week that I have
tell me about.
I have a problem with.
You got a problem
with you about.
With me?
Yeah. So you lost one of our car keys. Yeah. One of our car keys got misplaced. You couldn't find it. Mm-hmm. Right? And so for a day, you're parading around the house.
Oh! No, I was worried about where the key was.
Like a
I wasn't-
bull. Like
Stop.
hold on.
See,
Let me
I'm
tell
not
the
a
story.
Mack truck. I'm not a bull. I don't know where these like.
Let me tell the story.
Can I wait before you tell the story? Okay, I have to tell something else.
Go ahead.
You do these things, and then you go around and you say, "What kind of a psycho?" Like we're all like a bunch of crazy, like people living with you. When
Let me give an example of why you're all psychos. Somebody in this house is putting cracked eggs back in the carton.
That's perfectly acceptable.
No, it's not. It's not. I need people to tell me whether this is acceptable or not. You crack an egg. The shell goes in the garbage. It does not go back in the egg carton.
It can be stored in the carton until
Bullshit!
the entire carton is done.
No.
You, every morning, eat a banana. I, every morning, eat a banana.
And I put the peel in the compost or the trash.
Put the peel into the sink. Every morning, I have to take the peel.
Here's what I don't do. No. Bad analogy. No.
Into the sink.
Let me tell you.
The compost.
Here's what I don't do.
I put my peel right into the compost.
Here's what I don't fucking do. I don't take the banana peel and attach it back to the bunch of bananas. That's what you do by putting the broken eggs back in the egg carton. It needs to stop.
Don't put. Okay, then there's this other thing where you have this sound bar connected to our television.
Yeah, and every time anybody touches it, it goes haywire.
Nobody touches it. Everybody uses the same remote control. There's something that
somebody does something to it.
No, nobody does anything to it.
This egg thing is psychotic behavior.
No.
Yeah, it's antisocial behavior.
No,
I go in to reach for an egg, and my finger pokes through the egg, and it goes into 2-day-old egg slime.
Anyways.
No. Admit it.
And you blame everybody for the faulty technology of the soundbar. As though and then you sit down, and then every single time.
Stop changing the subject.
Every single time this fucking soundbar goes haywire. You spend like 20 minutes trying to fix the sound. It's so fucking annoying. I want to throw that thing through the garbage can.
Why don't you know what you should do with the soundbar? You should put it in the egg carton.
Fine, I will. I hate that fucking thing.
This thing with these fucking eggs.
And then me and the kids have to sit there and roll our eyes on the couch while you sit there and fiddle with the goddamn sound to get it perfect.
It needs to be perfect.
And then you say, oh, their lips are not matching what they're saying. Like anybody gives a shit. We're just trying to watch television.
Stop trying to change the subject about the eggs. You know you're wrong about the eggs. Admit it.
Anyways, I don't know why you think I'm the one. Your son is the one who does that.
Do you, when you eat an... You know how we have
eggs. What do I eat?
You know how we have
morning?
bags of apples?
Okay. What do I eat in the morning? Do I eat eggs?
You cook eggs sometimes.
What do I eat in the morning?
What do you mean?
Do I eat eggs in the morning? Yes or no? It's a simple question.
Do you like eggs? Yes, sometimes you eat eggs.
Anyways, it's your son. It's not me.
Oh.
And you're yelling at me. Anyways, I did...
Well, they learned it from you.
I learned it by watching you.
They did. They didn't learn it from me.
I didn't teach them to put the eggs back in the carton. Anyways, the keys went missing.
Oh, right. Thank you.
And I couldn't find them anywhere.
And so you're charging around the house like a bull in a china shop.
Again.
Going through drawers.
This is where we started.
You went through, let's go through this. You went through my dresser upstairs. You went through my laundry basket. You went through my desk. You looked everywhere that I have things.
That's not true.
You checked everything I touched.
I looked through all of your stuff. And I looked through all of my stuff. I'm
going to check the recycling because I think you might have thrown the key away.
No,
so this goes on for...
That's not what happened.
It is. This goes on for...
Stop. I need to stop you. I need to stop you.
Go ahead.
I took the car with the keys to the farm. And then the bags I used at the farm were in a box that you put garbage on top of. And I took the garbage out to get to the bags, thinking I might have thrown the keys into the bag, which had nothing to do with you, by the way.
Anyways, you're charging around the house.
I wasn't charging. I was looking. I was searching for the keys.
Flipping things over. rifling through things.
That's not true.
Going through my clothes.
You're painting this picture of me that is not true.
And then this morning, you go and you put on your winter jacket. You reach your hand in your pocket and you go, oh, I found my key.
Yeah, I found the key.
It was in your jacket the entire time.
Did I say any time during any of this? First of all, I know I was the only one that took that car out, and it was the only key on that key.
I think the way you investigated implied you think I lost the key.
I had no reason to think that in any way, shape, or form.
Your investigation focused on things that I came into contact with.
Worried about where the key was. That's it.
Well,
end of story.
You need to think a little more deeply about how you investigate.
Oh! It's ridiculous.
It's true.
It's ridiculous.
It's all true.
And then you say to me, well, that's why we shouldn't have all the keys separated all the time.
Oh, this is your other thing that you decided to do.
You separated your keys. You take the Malibu key and you move it all the time.
You split up all the keys now.
I didn't split up any keys.
We have like 21 key rings for some reason.
You should have one key ring and I should have another.
I've been saying that for a year.
Have you put your keys all back together?
No, because somebody keeps taking them apart and separating them.
Lies. I don't touch your keys.
No, you started this with separating all the keys.
I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Anyways, so now half of our life is arranging these keys and looking for them and finding them. Although I do have to take a key off when I go running.
That's why the keys got separated to begin with.
What do you mean?
Is when we were outside doing things and we would take one key at a time. Instead of having gobs of keys to carry around when you're running or walking.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No, that's why they got separated. All
right, well, next time you lose a key.
What about when you lose a key?
That never happens.
What are you talking about? The other morning, I can't find my work keys. And every time you can't find something, it's like everything has to stop. Like the whole house has to stop and look for whatever it is that you're looking for.
That's not true.
This morning.
What happened? What was I looking for?
This morning, I had like 10 minutes to get ready to get the kid out the door. I
had to shower.
And you couldn't find your phone. And so you're doing the ding thing from your watch.
It was in the bed.
And you're like, and I said, it's in the bed somewhere. And you go, I don't see it. I don't think it's here. I hear it, but I don't think it's here. I'm like, it's here. And you're like,
and it was buried deep in the blankets of the bed. And how did it get there?
But you were telling me you need to get the kid out of the house, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I can't help you find your phone and get the kid out of the house at the same time.
It got there because you flipped the covers over onto it and buried it. It was your fault. That's why you had to help me.
I put your phone in the bed?
No, my phone was resting on top of the blankets, and you sat down on the edge of the bed to do your hair.
Put your phone.
And you flipped the blankets over.
I put your phone on the bed.
I just admitted I rested it on top of the bed.
I took a whole shower. You were downstairs the whole time.
And then you buried it into the bed, deep into the covers.
It's my fault.
Admit it. Did you bury it or didn't you?
No, I didn't touch it.
Well, when I lose something...
It's my fault.
No.
Got it.
No.
Got it. And when the eggs get put back into the cracked shells, into the cartons.
When I lose something, I don't insist that the house stop. What I do is I come to you and I say, I need help. I model the behavior that I want to see. I say, can you please help me? Mm-hmm. That's what happens. Mm-hmm. And you say, okay, I'll help you. Mm-hmm. And you could say no. It'd be totally fine.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
Yeah.
What would happen, do you think?
Let's get one of the children down here to weigh in on this conversation.
They'll back me up. Mm. We don't need them for this conversation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They won't add anything valuable to it.
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, that's it.
How do you feel now? Do you still feel blue?
Yeah.
You feel gray and dreary?
I feel worse. What's worse than blue?
In your opinion, green.
Oh, I hate green. I feel Kelly green. It's the grossest color. That's your favorite color, isn't it? These walls are Kelly green.
They are not Kelly green.
I know what color they are.
Kelly green.
They're jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Walls. All right, Stomping Jen. I think that's enough, don't you?
All right.
You got anything else to say?
No.
You're going to Mexico in a couple weeks.
I'm sure we'll podcast before then.
Oh, will we?
I'm sure.
I don't think we are, actually.
We are.
Oh, are we?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay. Just you and me?
Just you and me, babe.
Why are you saying that?
Because I just looked at the calendar.
Oh. Okay, well, we can talk about your trip then as it gets closer.
Yeah.
And it'll be after you go to this Tool concert, and you can come and report back.
I'm very excited about the Tool concert.
You can come and report back about the Tool concert.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well...
Wait, can I just tell you one thing about the Tool concert?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
So, I'm going... One of the people that are coming with us is my cousin.
Yeah.
And so I got in my inbox about getting ready for the concert, that my tickets are ready in Ticketmaster. So I took a screenshot and I sent it to her. And then she goes, "They look so old." And I said, "We're so old." And then we were sending gifts back and forth. And she sent this gift of like an old guy in a walker.
Yeah. Throwing his walker and dancing?
No. He kicks this little kid who's at the edge of a pool into the pool with the walker.
Oh, really?
And she goes, "Get in the mosh pit." I was dying.
They don't have mosh pits at Tool
They don't
concerts.
have mosh pits anymore. They don't have mosh pits anymore. Let's just put it that way. The last time we saw a mosh pit was at that Slayer concert.
Yeah.
They're far and few between.
I think it's good they don't have mosh pits.
I love a mosh pit.
No, mosh pits are awful.
I was trying to explain what a mosh pit was to Ted.
Okay. I don't know why you would do that.
Why I would do what?
Assaulting other people is fun.
That's not what a mosh pit is. A mosh pit is not meant to be a violent activity.
It sure looks violent.
It's aggressive dancing. Yes, I'll give you that, but it's not meant to be.
Aggressive dancing?
How do you dance to Nine Inch Nails?
Well, one doesn't dance to Nine Inch Nails.
Right, you mosh.
No, you don't. You sit and you listen.
No, that's fucking boring. The music gets inside of you and you need to move your body. And that's what moshing is.
Shit. I am against people standing at concerts. There are seats there for a reason. I want to sit.
You can go to the George Winston concert and sit there and listen to the pretty piano.
I should have stood up at that concert the whole time. That would have been funny. Wouldn't it? That was at this like super douchey venue. What's it called?
Why is everything douchey with you?
What was that place called?
Why is that a derogatory?
No, what's it called? Well, what's that place called? Northampton Academy of Arts. Is that it?
It's the Academy.
Yeah. Anyways, everybody was sitting there politely with their hands in their laps, listening attentively.
What else do you do listening to a pianist?
I would stand up for that. That would be interesting.
Anyways, when you're listening to angsty music and you want to move your body, a mosh pit is very appropriate.
Tap your foot. Stay seated so everyone can see the venue.
No, when you're on the floor, you need to move your body.
You can't sit still for an hour and a half?
No, fuck with that. No. Why would you want to?
We're going to a concert in the summer where there are floor seats, and you better not stand up.
Everybody will be standing up.
No, I'm going to be sitting attentively and watching the whole thing from my seat.
You're not going to be able to see anything from where we're sitting.
No, it's wrong.
Down.
It's wrong that people stand up. There should be some kind of surveillance system in the venue that identifies the first person who stands up. And just like in Squid Game, they should shoot that person.
You're taking all the joy and fun out of going to a concert.
They should shoot that person.
You should just stay home and not go to a concert.
There should be some kind of gun mounted on the ceiling. So the first person who stands up, they shoot him. If somebody else tries to stand up, they shoot him. Everyone should sit in the... Why do they have seats?
There are different types of things that they have at these venues.
Like what?
Like, say you're going to an ice skating show.
You sit. Why don't you feel the need to express your angst at the ice skating show? They play music there.
This is a silly conversation.
No. We saw an ice skating show where they were playing 9 Inch Nails or something like that.
No, they were not playing 9 Inch Nails.
And you didn't stand up. You can sit. I'm against it. It blocks my view, and then I'm forced to stand. I don't want to stand. I want to sit and watch the show.
Sawtooth.
What?
You don't have to come to a concert.
I'm going to go.
People, you can see the joy it is to go to a concert with Sawtooth.
Am I just like a leech that sucks the joy out of your life?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Love you.
Well, enjoy your standing at your Tool show.
I'm going to enjoy every minute of it.
And I'm glad there's no mosh pit. Okay.
You can't be in a mosh pit in the seats. You can only be in a mosh pit on the floor.
Why don't you just rip the seats out? You're feeling angsty.
No.
And throw them.
That is dangerous. Why would you encourage anybody to do that?
Well, you feel a need to move your body and get your angst out of you. That's what they do. Why not just have a full-blown riot at the concert? That's rock and roll, man. No? Okay, man.
So sad.
I can just picture you in this. I can just picture you.
I don't know who did this to you.
I can picture you in this mosh pit holding your precious poster above your head. Don't hurt it. It's a limited edition. There's only 120 copies.
Yeah, how did people deal with that?
I don't know. I could just see you out there. Poor little poster. Getting banged around.
That's all right.
Yeah. Who did what to me?
Who
made me this way?
To ruin your love of concerts.
I love concerts.
No, you don't.
I love going and enjoying them. I just don't like them when people stand.
No, they all do.
I don't like them when they go on too long.
Like when we went you didn't come, right? You didn't come to the Beyonce concert.
No.
The Beyonce concert that we went to with my friend, Mystery.
Yeah.
And like we were at Gillette. And the whole stadium started moving because everybody was up on their feet.
Oh my God.
Thought the whole thing was going to collapse. He was like, the look on his face, he was like, oh my God, I'm going to die tonight.
Yeah. I mean.
But we didn't die.
I'm with him.
It was fun.
No. I would have been out of there. I would have run.
Girl Talk. That's another example of a fun concert.
I think somebody slipped me something.
No.
I wasn't in my right mind.
Ugh, I wish we could have won to that one.
Somebody slipped me something. I enjoyed it, and it wasn't right.
It was awesome. That's why you enjoyed it.
And in hindsight, I'll never do that again.
What? Is that why you won't consider going?
I didn't like feeling like I was part of this gigantic...
That's the whole point of concerts.
This gigantic beast like of a crowd. It felt like it was alive.
That's exactly why people go to concerts.
It felt like I lost myself.
That's exactly...
I didn't like that.
You had a good time. You're describing having a good time.
Is that what a good time is?
That's what a good time.
Oh. Well, I didn't like it. It didn't feel good.
Like when you feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself and everybody's enjoying themselves and enjoying the music to its fullest extent and appreciating it with other fans. That's exactly why. That's why after a concert I get so upset and depressed.
That seemed dangerous in hindsight. I didn't like it.
Oh my God.
I didn't like it.
Oh my God. People save me.
It was such a weird feeling.
Please save me.
It was such a weird feeling.
It was so much fun.
Oh, I don't know.
So much fun.
All right. On that note.
You're like, I need to cut and run.
I have to cut and run.
I have to talk to my therapist about
serious thinking to do.
The funnest night of my life on reflection was dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right, Stomping Jen. Mm-hmm. Well, it was good to talk to you.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah. I don't know who our next guest is. We got some good guests coming up.
Yeah.
Let's see who's coming. You're listening to this. We got a local writer coming up. We're going to talk to that you'll be hearing soon. Jordan Hall. That was Stomping Jen, by the way, burping. That was a great conversation. I like talking to him. Let's see. We've got an artist coming up. Sharona Color Art. That was good. Her episode's going to be out pretty soon. What else?
I don't know, but we should say goodnight to the peoples.
Yeah, we got to go say goodnight to Ted and Space Unicorn. All right, people. Well, thanks for listening.
Do all the things.
If you're just stumbling across this, please subscribe, download. If you like our show, share with a friend. Leave us some comments on social media. Engage with us there.
Tell us if we're psychotic, if we put the eggs back in the refrigerator.
Yeah, you totally are, by the way.
Or the banana peels in the sink.
Yep, check out our website, softservepodcast.com. What else? Is that it?
I don't know. Bye now.
Yeah. Take care. And, I feel like saying we love you to people is douchey. Should we stop doing that?
I never say that.
Yeah, you do.
No, because you forced me to.
I never forced you to do anything.
Love the people.
I've never forced you to do anything, ever.
It's not true. You forced me to marry you.
Well, that is such bullshit. You proposed to me. You proposed to me.
You forced me to carry your babies.
You don't want to go down that road. I didn't force anything upon you. I don't know what's happening here. Just trying to say goodbye.
Bye now.
All right. Bye now.
This world of ours, ever growing smaller, must avoid becoming a community of dreadful fear and hate. Those who have freedom will understand also its heavy responsibility. That all who are insensitive to the needs of others will learn charity, and that the sources, scourges of poverty, disease, and ignorance will be made disappear from the earth. And that in the goodness of time, all peoples will come to live together in a peace guaranteed by the binding force of mutual respect and love. I shall never cease to do what little I can to help the world advance along that road.